What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Unsolicited with Sam and Jordyn. I am Sam. This is Jordyn with her nice blank wall behind her. I feel like I have spoken to you every day and yet haven't spoken to you at all in like the past week, which feels weird, but
No, I
hello.
know. I even thought that today. I was like, me and Sam are texting right now. It's been a while since we had like days in a row of text communication. Look at us
Look at
slaying this
us.
week.
I
But
know.
no, it's so true. It's because you and I talk in like bits and pieces.
That's
So
true.
we'll like address that we both have seen the things, but we don't talk about our thoughts and feelings in detail until we get on the podcast.
That's
So
so
I'm
yeah, literally
It's
on
so
brand.
true. So I'm very excited because there's so much to gossip about today.
We have so much to talk about. It's actually kind of crazy. It's like last week we had nothing. We had to make things up. This
Yes.
week we like are drowning in topics. So we can't delay.
No.
We must jump into it right away. Otherwise, this podcast is gonna be like 2 hours long.
Yes.
So first things first. We talked about this last week because Jordan caught me up on all of the Taylor Swift Easter eggs.
Mhm.
But I am like so amped. I feel like this is the most amped I've been in a while about say Taylor Swift stuff that might actually happen. What do you
No,
think?
like, I am so convinced something is happening. Like, it's that's confirmed in my mind with how, like, obvious I feel like the Easter eggs have been, except last episode, I think I was really leaning more towards TS12, which didn't
Ooh,
100% make sense in my mind, but I felt like that's where the signs were pointing.
right.
Now I'm so convinced that Taylor Swift was like, "Here, it's coming." And that was with the "Look What You Made Me Do" Taylor's version, like, basically the entire fricking song being
Literally.
played in The Handmaid's Tale. That was on national television, or not national television, but streamed
Yeah.
on Hulu. Like, that's big.
A lot of people I personally do not watch The Handmaid's Tale, but a lot of people watch The Handmaid's Tale.
Yes.
And then I actually just went on to Twitter, of course, because, it's like an encyclopedia, that place. And so I literally just, like, looked up I don't even know if I looked up I think I just clicked something and it appeared, and
Yep.
it was the entire audio of it, so I listened to it in full, and I was like, "I am so freaking excited for
No,
when we get new Reputation."
I know there were a decent amount of people upset that they didn't think she sounded as angry as she does in the original, but I think she sounds so, like, bitchy in this
Yeah.
one, and it's like she's already gotten her revenge that, like, now these words have literally come true. So she's like, "When I wrote it, I was pissed. Now I've watched everyone that this was about completely crumble and fall apart." And she's like, "Hell yeah, I am that bitch."
She
I like
is.
it a lot.
I do too. I think that I've been thinking about, obviously, all, like, the intense Reputation songs, but then, like, we have to remember we're also gonna get, like, a new version of New Year's Day, and I just don't think that I'm mentally prepared for that.
No, because we're gonna get, like, New Year's Day. Well, I don't know, because I don't know when she actually recorded all of this, but realistically, like, we could get a New Year's Day song from her being in love with Travis.
I have a feeling that these albums have been recorded for, like, an incredible amount of time.
I agree, like, I feel like they've been done, sealed, locked for a while.
Yes. Because do you remember, I think it was nearly 2 summers ago when the Tom Brady documentary came out, and he had that piece of "Ready for It" in it.
Yes.
That was, like, 2 years ago.
Yes.
Can you believe that this has been sitting in the back of our brains for, like, legitimately, like, at least 4 years of our lives by now?
I have spent 4 award shows being more than convinced that Reputation Taylor's version was going to be, and every time I'm like, "No, this is the time."
This is
Clown
it.
mask every single time.
Every single time, but you know what? Genuinely, this time feels different. I don't know. I don't know. It's, like, literally, like, freaking drug-seeking behavior.
We
No,
are in
I
a
think I
toxic
think this
relationship with Taylor Swift.
this is it. This is the time. No, but for
I
real, I do
promise this
believe
time
that.
it'll be different.
Literally, like, this is, like, unhinged, like, toxic behavior.
No,
We never
genuinely.
learn.
Never
Until this
learned.
album actually comes out, we're never
Foolish
going to learn.
one, stop checking your She actually wrote that about all of us.
No, that she wrote that song with the idea that her fans would be clowning around all the time. Here we are.
True meaning.
No, like, when are the AMAs? They're next Monday.
Monday.
So by the time we record our next episode, we will feel a certain way. Like, we're either going to be, like, freaking the fuck out or, like, just incredibly sad.
You guys have to tune in next week because no matter what, there's going to be big feelings, big emotions. I pray we're so happy. Oh my God, future Sam and Jordyn, I hope you have a date for Reputation to be announced. Like,
Literally. No, wait, but I just saw, a TikTok today that said that we would have already gotten a Reputation announcement if it weren't for the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni drama.
I was actually having a conversation about that, and that makes I didn't think about that, but I think that makes a ton of sense.
Like, all that stuff starts happening. She's obviously, like, close connections, and then, like, I don't know what the legal jargon was, but they basically told, like, Taylor Swift, like, she had to be involved, or I don't even really know. But, like, all that happened, and how are you supposed to come out and announce, like, this huge thing?
Yes, and, like, obviously, this is Reputation's a huge album for her. There's so much anticipation, like, she wants to be 100% in that.
That, and also the fact that Blake Lively's child is on Gorgeous. So if she had released Reputation and the kid's voice is on, and she has that incredible immediate attachment to Blake Lively during this awful time.
I wonder if they got a new voice, and that's why it got delayed.
Oh my God, what if they got, like, one of Jason Kelsey's daughters?
If they had Wyatt on Reputation Taylor's version.
How cute would that be? Or all of them? Like, all 3 of them, the ones that can talk?
Yeah,
Right, because there's
the
the
newest one
newborn.
definitely cannot be on Reputation Taylor's version.
Right? There's
Yeah.
3, and then she just had the 4th, which is the newborn.
Yes.
Yeah, no, newborn can't say anything right now. As
Oh,
someone who just spent, like, 5 days with a 2-month-old, they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
do a lot.
We totally glazed over that. Aunt Sam, how was Colorado?
Oh, yeah, I went to Colorado, to see my best friend meet her son for the first time, and I was first of all, I was like, "Oh my God, I have not felt that way towards a child probably ever in my life, because I don't have any babies in my family. So, like, seeing a little person that someone that you, like, really care about make, like, is an insane feeling. So, he's my little man. That's my little guy.
No, he's actually one of the cutest newborns I've ever seen in my life. So precious. Also, I get really crazy cuteness aggression, and I literally had this message typed out to you, and then I read it, and I was like, "What if, like, God forbid, she thinks I'm serious?" But literally, you sent me a picture of him, and I responded, and I was like, "I want to chuck him at a wall." Like, whenever I see babies, that's like my first. I'm like, "Oh my God," or puppies. Like
Yeah.
anything so cute and precious, I'm just like, I want to squeeze you. So I did delete that message because I was like, without that warning, that feels very aggressive, just like out of nowhere. It's like, whoa, never invite Jordyn over. So no, but he was a really cute baby, long story short.
He's a pretty damn cute baby. And Sarah was like, "I think he's cute, but, like, is it just because he's my son?" And I was like, "No,
No.
he is so cute." And he's just like, and all he wants to do is just be, like, bounced around. So, like, I would just take him and just bounce him around. I showed him Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. It was his first WNBA basketball game that he ever watched. And I was just like, "Look at this." And then all that other shit happened. And I was like, "Oh my God, King, you are getting a freaking movie right now."
You just witnessed history.
There was, like, a history happening in that game too. I was just like, "Will, look!" And he was like, "I'm 2 months old. I don't know what's going on." But I literally I think I'm going to, like, legit make a PowerPoint presentation for you. And it's gonna be like, "Here are all my reasons why you should bachelorette trip in Colorado." I
No,
literally, Jordyn, it was made for you.
I actually took your text very seriously and texted my group of friends and said, "Would anyone kill me?" Because I made all of the same points that I did to you. And the one thing that I'm Like, I want outdoor vibes for my bachelorette trip. I don't care if that's
Definitely
woods or
outdoor.
ocean, but, like, I'm an outdoor girly. I wanna just, like, be
Yes.
outside.
Yeah.
We don't have to do anything. Like, I could be in the backyard in a chair, but, like, I just like air. And so I was like Sam was like, "The mountains here, the view is unreal." And I was like, "Okay, check." Coors Light is literally brewed there, and we could go to the Coor I could have the freshest Coors Light of my entire life. Check number 2. And for me, it's a recreational state for a lot of fun activity. Big check. So
Yeah.
I think Colorado is perfect, and I think that's where I'm gonna go. Well, we'll see, but it's, like, very much up there.
We can get a boat
Yes.
and go, like, on, like, the river. We can I don't know how much you like to hike, but they do, like, the hikes and stuff
Or
there.
totally hike.
Literally, you're, like, just driving down the street and there's, like, goddamn mountains, like, it's crazy. People climb those mountains. We're not gonna climb any mountains, but
No.
it's intense. And,
And I
like,
heard they also have, like, cute downtown with, like, we could go out to dinner.
so cute. So many okay, I have to tell you about this place that they took us because there's a lot of, like, breweries, right? But, like, not all the breweries just are beer, like, they have other stuff too. So they could take we take they take us, my best friend and her husband and their son, take Michael and I to this place, and it was like it had food, it had different types of food, it had American food, bar food, sushi, Italian, like, any type of food, and you walk up and, like, like, when you go to an arcade and you, like, get the fucking swipey card?
Yes.
That. You get that, you attach your card and your ID to this card, and then it has a wall of wines, ciders, seltzers, beers, and all you do is you just walk up and you slide your card into it, and you just dispense your own alcohol as much as you want. And then you just take your card out and you walk away, and there's a whole outside area with, like, little patio, like, games.
No,
It
this is my dream.
I had the hard seltzer on tap. I was like, "Oh, this is dangerous." Like, I could have 14 of these. Easy. It just tasted like a seltzer. It was incredible. It was so cool. And you could try all these different things. You can take a little bit and try it while you're there, and you're like, "Oh, I don't want that one." And then you walk down to another one. And then there's more stuff upstairs. I'm telling you. And there's a train to get into downtown Denver, so you could not have to drive anywhere. I'm just
Are we going to Colorado?
I told you I was gonna, like, make this, like, my life's work. I was legit gonna make, like, a straight thing and be like, "Jordyn, here's all the reasons why you should have your bachelorette trip in Colorado." And Sarah lives out there, she can give us all the recommendations. Like, the amount of work that goes into it would be, like, minute.
Okay, you know what? You're doing a very good job at convincing me.
Yes, I think I'm just saying. Alright, just think about it, sleep on it, think
Okay.
about it. We'll do some research.
Because also Maine, we would have to, like, flights are weird there, or we'd have to drive, and that's, like, an 8-hour drive from Jersey. So, like, that
Mm,
is asking a lot of people.
yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to fly to Colorado. Like, there's no
100%.
it was not bad at all. And the flight, it's only, like, 3.5 hours, it's not even that long.
Mhm.
I'm just saying. We're just gonna sleep on it. We're gonna sleep on it, and then we're
We're gonna
gonna
sleep
find
on
out.
it.
Anyways,
I'm leaning towards it very severely.
alright. You let me know, I will provide all of the information, research.
Thank you.
Alright. We have things to talk about, though.
Yeah, we just went into full wedding planning mode.
This has literally been racking my brain for days by now. So there's a whole thing that happened. Your head was completely in your hands.
The
Um,
He's just stressing me out so bad.
so Hailey Bieber gets cover of Vogue. Fucking Justin Bieber comes out, posts on Instagram the picture of his wife on Vogue, and tells us this whole traumatic ass marriage story about how they got into a fight and he told her that she would never be on the cover of Vogue. And he said, like, he was just like, "Yeah, that's a crazy thing to say." You wanna know what's even crazier? Sharing that with the entire world.
Posting that on the internet, a sufficient "Congrats, my love," or "Congrats, babe," "Congrats, my wife," would have been plenty.
Yeah. So
Like,
proud of you.
Yeah. Don't even call her your wife, call her Jack's mom. Like, that
Yeah.
would have been better.
Yeah, it's I forget that they have a kid, like, all the
I
time.
know. I know. Wait, did you see what she put out? Low key, she's been super iconic for me recently with the way
Oh,
she's handling this. And she just came out with this whole like satirical, like dry humor thing where she was like going through her purse and she was like, yeah, so like this is my phone. And then she goes back in and she pulls out like a bunch of phones. She was like, these are all my extra phones, you know, for like creating fake accounts, commenting, stalking. Like, and I was like, and she said it so seriously. And I was like, you know what?
that's so
Slay. Like,
funny.
that's like the best way to handle this.
I honestly, like I mean, between, like, the whole thing with, like, her and Selena, like, I was always on the Selena side of things.
Yes.
Otherwise, I really don't have that much of an opinion on Hailey Bieber. Like, whatever. Get your bag, girl. You're doing your thing, whatever. Like, I really don't care. And now, like, Justin Bieber came out and said this, and I'm like, I don't really know how you feel about her. It
No,
seems so strange.
I don't know if he knows how he feels about her.
I and, like, he, like, was I mean, to be fair, Timothy Chalamet skipped the Met Gala to go to the Knicks game, right?
Yeah.
Then Justin Bieber skipped something, some sort of award show, I think, to watch hockey, playoff hockey.
Yep.
For some reason, when your wife shows up to an event without you, I don't know, I think that was weird. Like, Kylie Jenner's one thing because she's Kylie Jenner. She could show
Mhm.
up anywhere without Timothée Chalamet, it'd be fine, but, like, I don't know, I thought it was a bad look. Is that
I
just
just
me?
no, I think it's literally just because it's them.
Fair.
Like, and
Yeah.
I, like, expect him, like, after all this, like, I wanna see proof that there's, like, effort from him, and she's not doing all this alone, so I think the more that he doesn't, it makes it worse. That's how
Hmm.
I feel about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. This
Like, I
seems like an
wanna
interesting
see him be like,
situation
"Yes,
to
I
me.
fricking love her."
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Like, they could be, like, such an insane power couple, and, like, they're really not.
I just I don't think he's well. Like, I'm
Yeah, that too.
worried about, like, his mental state,
Yeah.
and I hope there are people taking care of him because he just really seems like he's losing it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just all around not great.
And
But
then
nonetheless, we'll see what
nonetheless oh, wait, we'll end on a happy note there. Did you see what Selena Gomez put on her story today?
I did.
People are speculating that that's about Hailey.
Wait, on her story? No, I thought you were just talking about what she posted.
Oh,
Wait,
no. She put something on her story that was like, "You're seen, you're heard," and then she said, like, "Whoever you are," and this was right after, Hailey's, where Rhode is gonna be sold in Sephora now, and Selena Gomez liked a picture about Rhode now also being in Sephora, and then posted that.
You matter, your voice matters, your heart matters, that one?
Yes.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Right? So, I obviously don't know if that's true, but people are kinda, like, putting the pieces together, and that would
Hmm,
be I would
interesting.
cry.
I know, that would be really sweet. But freaking Selena Gomez, I hope she's living her best life right now.
Me too, it seems like she is.
All right, last pop culture thing to talk about today is the
Yeah,
fact that we got new Renee Rapp music. Why are you reacting that way?
I didn't like it.
Why not?
You know I love her.
I know.
I
I
only lis
really like it.
I only listened to it once, so it was literally like an initial listen. I'm, like, notorious for not liking songs on the first listen, like, it takes me a few tries,
Yeah.
so don't quote me on this yet, but my initial listen, like, I just think she has so much stronger vocals than what is on this, and, like, I couldn't get into, like, the beat, like, it felt really repetitive, and I was waiting for, like, a
It
drop or
was.
something, and it just didn't come, so I was just a little disappointed, like, the lyrics just felt, like, cheesy for her, like, I was just like, I feel like, she's so much better than this, and, like, it's been a while, like, I was excited, um, but my mom just called me and texted me and said I was just on the news.
Wait, what?
Should I call her back and put her on speaker?
Yeah. Wait, that you were on the news?
Brian, my mom just texted me that I was on the news.
This is also not the first time Sporty Jordy's been on the news.
Wait, you're on the podcast right now. What do you mean I was on the news?
They were talking about the tush push and they brought up your TikTok.
Oh my God.
Let's
They do
go.
this to you all the time.
Did they courtesy you?
Probably. Maybe.
Wait, the whole video?
Was it the whole video? Did I?
Kim Shaw was the one who told me about it, so I asked her if she could send it to me.
Wow.
Let's go.
Look at Sporty Jordy getting
All
on the
right.
They
news.
do it to her all the time, and they don't even tell anybody.
For real for that.
All right. I love you, Mom.
Love you too. Bye.
Thank you.
Love you.
Bye.
Oh, she said, love you, Sam.
Love you, Jill.
Bye.
Oh my God.
That's wild.
That's insane. For the tush push thing, for that video, the longer one that you posted, it was
Yes.
a little on the longer side, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
It was over a minute when I recorded it, and I was like, damn, I didn't realize I yapped this much.
Yeah.
And then I edited it. My dad's calling me now.
Everyone's seeing Sporty Jordy on the news.
Whoa, I'm overwhelmed.
That is actually so funny though too. Like that's the most like South Jersey Philly thing I've ever heard. It's like they're on the news talking about the tush push.
Oh,
It's
Sam, there's a billboard on my drive home that said like we tush pushed through or something. Let me pull it up. I will literally.
All right, I guess we're jumping into the tush push now.
Oh yeah, wait. What were we talking? Oh, Renee
We were talking
Rapp.
about Renee
Oh,
Rapp.
I want to hear if you liked Renee Rapp's song.
I did like it, but the tush push is more important. I thought it was fun and bitchy, and it was a good time. I liked
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna listen to it like on a summer day with the windows down, and I think that's when the hype will hit me. It's a rainy day. Like I was expecting, I wanted like Snow Angel.
I got you. I feel you. All right.
No, I like sad music.
I know you do love some sad music. I like sad music. Sometimes you need some sad music.
I know. Okay, wait. I want to see if this will. Oh yeah. So here is the billboard that is now on
We
95.
pushed back.
Yep.
That's hilarious. That is so funny.
Yes. So Philly's having a great time. And I'll say what I said in that video
Yeah.
that even if the tush push got banned, like I don't think that actually changes anything for us. Is it going to be annoying? Yeah, because we're good at it. But like Jalen Hurts can still QB sneak. He's very good at overall, I don't think it would have changed much other than like the hype. But I'm so glad that it's staying because it's like you can't just take something away just because we're good at it.
Yeah. No, and I agree. And everyone knows how I feel about the Eagles. And I genuinely I think that they're just good at it. And like just because you were bad at it doesn't mean that no one else should be able to do it now. That's what you guys are good at. That's your specialty, and you perfected it.
And that's what it was so funny to me. One, that the Saints were one of the teams that voted for it because obviously Kellen Moore, who was our offensive coordinator, is now their head coach. So I was like, we at least have to have him. Like if he votes against it, that's treason. You got your job because of this play. Like
right. Literally.
Anyway, the Bills voted against it when they try it all the time. And I'm like, just because you can't convert on it doesn't mean that you can just take it away.
That is so funny.
And then, of course, the entire NFC East, the remainder of the NFC East voted against it. I was like, check.
Naturally. I mean, I think if anybody did vote for it in the NFC East, that'd be concerning.
Right. And then also my other favorite part about this is the reports that have come out today. I shared this with Sam on my commute home because I thought it was the most wild thing of all time. But Jeffrey Lurie's alleged, there's some high level source that was in this meeting that came out and was like, Jeffrey Lurie was so crude and absurd with his meeting. He was so passionate. And then he walked out of this meeting like, no matter what you do, we are still Super Bowl champions. Like, we have our rings, it doesn't matter, and left. And I'm like, that's my owner. Like,
Yeah.
he just embodies exactly who we are, and it's incredible.
Jeffrey Lurie, he needs a vacation probably. Hope he's
Probably.
probably be, he has a house on Martha's Vineyard.
No way. Let's go hang out with Jeffrey Lurie.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
But yeah, I think that this whole thing was actually kind of blown out of a little bit of proportion. Honestly, I think that it was kind of absurd that it was even considered, but
Multiple times.
multiple times. Maybe one day it'll pass. I don't know how many times they're allowed to like bring something up again and again and again every year and wait for it to pass. But
Wait, I forgot this crazy fact. The Green Bay Packers are the team
yeah.
that they're naming to have banned this twice. I don't know how that actually works, but that's the name that they're attaching to it. And the final vote today was 22-10. We beat the Packers 22-10 in the wild card round to advance, and then obviously go on to win the Super Bowl. And I was like, what are the and we play them week 10 this season in Lambeau.
That's crazy.
I got a comment on my
writers.
Tush push the entire way down the field and get a touchdown.
Honestly, I would like to see that happen. I don't care who does it. I would just want to watch them tush push people down the field. That'd be
It would
fantastic.
be insane.
Yeah, that was dang. Yeah, I don't know why the Packers were so angry about it. Like, why were they so, like, other than the fact that you beat them in the playoffs, is that it?
I don't know.
Like, what is their problem?
They don't-
What's the problem?
Right? Like, this is my thing. It's like, you're going this hard to ban it. It's like, the only logical thought process is there is, and again, it's making Eagles fans even more insufferable, but it's literally saying that if we can't do this play, then you think that you will be good enough to beat us and go on farther. And it's like, that doesn't make sense. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I did see too that whoever it was, maybe it was Howie, somebody brought in Jason Kelce.
Yes.
And they were just like, get him on the stand. And Jason Kelce went in there to like literally like freaking lobby for the fucking tush push. It's like a political event, these meetings.
It is.
It's crazy. Like, he straight up went in there and fucking filibustered for the tush push. That's crazy.
No, it's a national treasure. Let me tell you.
Oh man, I think they're over now, right? It was just yesterday and today, the meetings, I think. The
I
owners'
think
meetings.
so. And then, I forget who proposed it right now. But to reseed, was it the Vikings? No, the Lions. The Lions took away their proposal to have NFL playoffs like unreseeded.
Wait, what?
They don't want the reseeding in playoffs anymore, but they took that proposal away.
Oh.
But they initially proposed it.
I see.
And then
Okay.
they unproposed it.
All right. Well, interesting. I'm literally don't know anything about anything else that was proposed. Is there any other rule changes? I know there's like, I only ever find out about them like when the Schefter posts and he's just like, oh, now we have 25-yard field goals or whatever it is.
I don't know of any others from today, but I was very hyper-focused.
I could have that you were very focused on tush push. I will say the freaking push on freaking graphic that they posted was so dramatic. You guys are so dramatic.
We put up a 26-minute long YouTube video. That was a montage of tush pushes the moment that they were legalized.
That is so funny.
No, we are so petty. And did you notice the tush push picture that they chose was against the Green Bay Packers?
Yes, I did see that. I did.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You guys are too funny. All right.
Insane.
We simply cannot stop talking about Bill Belichick and his lady, Jordan Hudson, because we're really not sure of what their official title is right now. Because this girl is walking around telling everyone that they're engaged. But like nobody actually knows for sure. And also crazy. She's doing something.
I am very concerned about Bill Belichick. What do you do? Is this voodoo?
I was like placing the pieces together, but
Oh, connecting. No,
yeah.
she's insane. Like there was some Brian was telling me like the list of things that have like come out because of her. And it's like the UNC Hard Knocks deal didn't go through because she wanted a part of it. She's trying to trademark like all Belichick's like phrases or things like weird things. And
Yeah.
also it's like her dad's 49. Like Bill Belichick could be her grandfather.
Did you see? I think she did some sort of pageant. There was like something she did, and it was literally Bill Belichick and her dad sitting next to each other, like watching it. And her dad is like, I'm like, could you imagine having a child and that child ends up dating someone that's older than you are?
No. And
So freaking crazy.
here's the thing. If I really believed in some weird way that they were actually in love,
For sure.
that's one thing. I'd
For
be like,
sure.
you know what? If you guys are happy and everything's good, I'm all good. No judge.
Yeah, no
But
gosh.
she's losing it. And I'm like actually worried about him.
No, I'm genuinely don't really know what's going on. And speaking of Hard Knocks, we kind of glazed over it, but NFC East in season Hard Knocks, bang bang bang.
We're gonna have so much good content this year.
We're gonna have to like do like a sit down, watch the episode, something live, watch the episode maybe. That might be
Ooh.
fun,
Ooh, we should at least do that for the first one.
right? Like a live show. Well, we're like
Well,
12 we're like 12 subs away from frickin' 600, which is crazy because I feel like we just hit 500, so the speed in which this is happening is wild. So if we get 12 more subs, if we hit 600, we'll be able to do a live show.
wow. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe this video, but don't leave because we're not over yet. Shameless plug just so we can get there and go live
Yes.
for I
That'd be
love
so
our
fun.
live shows.
I love our live shows too. They're so much fun. They're a good time. Anyways, Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson.
Yeah.
There was something I was gonna say, and now I can't remember what it is.
Oh no. Oh
No, it's
no.
okay. It's okay.
We were talking about her losing it and going crazy. We talked about the Hard Knocks deal, the UNC, the
Right.
trademarks, his family. She's walking around telling everyone she's engaged.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, let's double back to that for a second. Like, no one's come out and said, "Yes, we're engaged," or "No, we're not engaged." She's just walking around telling everyone that they're engaged. Why isn't anyone clearing that up?
Yeah,
That's
is she wearing a
weird.
ring? Like, does she have a ring on her finger?
There is a ring on, like, from their time at the honors where all those pictures of them are taken. She's in like that like insane dress. Um, she has like her giant cheerleading championship ring or whatever on. And then next to it, she does have a ring like on her left hand, but it's like it could be an engagement ring, but it doesn't really look like a traditional one.
Interesting.
It's like a silver. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. It's like a silver and diamond and like a purple gem. Let's see, Jordan
But
Hudson.
yeah, like Bill has a team and family. Like, shouldn't someone put out a statement?
I mean, that would be, but she is the people that would put out a statement. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah, she's running
She's
his account.
controlling from the inside.
God.
All right, let's see
How
if
did
this
she-
works. Hello? Downloads. Am I dumb? Yes, I am. Nobody answer that. I'm just gonna take a screenshot. Now that I'm looking at it, it definitely could be an engagement ring. It's just like not a traditional one.
Interesting.
Like, but it
Well,
also just looks like costume jewelry in the same way. I don't
I
know.
think whoever, I can't remember who said it, but I remember someone in Bill Belichick's family came out and said, like they're worried for what this is going to do to his reputation. And I think that's the biggest part of all this. Cause like this is one of, and obviously you can have the argument of like, who made the Patriots dynasty, Brady or Belichick? Like I
He's
know for
still
some
one of the
reason,
great. He's the greatest coach of all time.
exactly. Like you don't take that away from him. And I think she is and will, because like this is what people are going to remember, and they're going to look back and be like, oh my God, do you remember when Bill Belichick was great? But like
Yeah.
they're going to see this crazy side. And that's so unfair.
So this is
Oh,
the
I see what
ring.
you're saying.
So like, yeah, I guess it could be, but also like doesn't have to be. But
Interesting.
yeah. So, and that's all that comes up. And there are other pictures of her wearing that same ring on that same finger. Is it? Yeah, it is. Where she doesn't like it looks like they're just walking around. She's wearing a freaking Oh my god. She's wearing a Falcons Super Bowl champion shirt in this
Wait.
picture. Wait. They've never Am I stupid? Have the Falcons have never won a Super Bowl before. They lost to Bill Belichick. Is she like making a funny? Is she like trying to be hysterical and where would you even get a Super Bowl champion shirt for Falcons?
I have no idea.
I feel like I'm having a stroke. I'm so confused.
Everything about this girl confuses me.
She literally just is like, she's again, I did not care before any of this. I feel like we say that all the time, but
Yep.
I literally could not care less before this. And now I care.
I also just refuse to believe she's 24.
It pains me that I have 5 years on her. Like, that's crazy to think about.
That is crazy.
Is Brian there?
Yeah.
Hi, Brian. Jordan keeps like, looking off to the side, just like,
Sam said, hi, Brian. He said, hi, Sam. My mom sent the video, so I saw the group chat blowing up.
Oh, wait, can you send it to me? I want to see it.
Yeah, I'll send it.
Watch it. Oh,
Um,
wait, never mind.
what?
I thought I saw something on like my notifications, but I did not.
Oh no.
In other news, the Knicks are on tonight.
Wow. Awesome. Great.
You just won a Super Bowl, okay?
You're so right. I'm being very greedy. And also this is another Philly curse. I swear once one team like wins a Super Bowl or championship or what have you not, all the other ones fall apart, and we're in that falling apart. They're like, haha, you get one good thing at a time, or else you guys will get
only
two.
one good thing at a time. Oh my god, they failed to ban the tush push. 22 against 10. I'm like watching this newscast right now. They say the Eagles brought in former star Jason Kelsey.
This is our news. This is our nightly news.
This is so funny. This is like so funny to me. Where is Jordyn?
Yeah, I didn't see myself yet.
Oh,
That's
be
like
better. It's literally just that part where you're just like, be better.
They're like this bitch.
That is so freaking funny. I absolutely love every part of this. This is so funny.
Oh, I'm dead.
Okay. One of the last things that we have on the agenda today is the Olympics, because that was the other thing that passed, was the NFL players being allowed to compete in the flag football part of the Olympics.
Yeah.
But I saw there's a lot of rules to it. I think other countries are also allowed to use players that are from that country on their team, but, like, they're only limited to 1 player per roster, and I don't know if that is also America. Like is there only gonna be 1 NFL player allowed to compete for America? Like, I feel like that's not fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see the rules and stipulations about it, but I'm curious about it just because the thought of them playing in the Olympics obviously is a huge honor, very big deal. But like from a selfish NFL fan perspective, it's like injury. Like, I mean, I guess baseball, basketball players, they all take that risk too, but it's just new.
Yeah, I'm trying to find just, like we should probably do research before we record where we, like, know things. We're just like, "Yeah, that happened. Let's find out about it as we're recording." Let's find out
This
everything we need to know.
no, literally, you guys are learning with us.
Um, not now, CBS Sports.
Oh no.
It just keeps popping up. I'm literally just trying to find just, like, rules. I feel like I saw them on Instagram, but either way, they're allowed to compete in the Olympics, which I think is really cool because, I mean, it's gotta be several of them are gonna be competing at the same
It
time.
has to be.
Yeah, but it does since it is at the end of July, it does overlap with camp, so, like, there's gonna be some sort of something there.
But no, it's very cool. And I like that it's, like, bringing more attention to flag football in the Olympics because now you'll have, like, bigger names attached to it. So overall, I do think it's gonna be a very good thing. And what, it'll happen once every 8 years?
4.
Well, oh, oh, yeah. Duh. I was like,
Every
"Oh, there's a winter and then there's a summer," but I
No.
forgot they're offsetting by 2 years.
Yes, so the Olympics are every 2 years, the summer is every 4, and then the Olympics is the winter is every 4. No,
Got
we get
it.
the Olympics again in literally, like, 9 months.
Do you prefer winter or summer Olympics?
Summer.
I think
Those
I
are
agree. But I
I
do
do
love the
love the
figures,
winter. Yeah,
but I love the swimming and the
I
gymnastics.
know. I just personally just love gymnastics the most, so I think that's why I'm just more inclined to watch summer, but I do love watching the Winter Olympics. I love watching them ski
Yes.
and then the slaloms when they, like, have to slalom through the things. That's a fun one.
Also,
And
you know what
curling. I fuck with curling hard.
the weird one I like the sleds, like, when they're in and they're, like,
Yeah,
zooming down the mountains.
so good. That's, I think, considered a slalom of some
Is it?
kind.
I thought
Whenever
the
they have
slalom
to
was
go through
the
the poles.
no, no, this is when they're literally, like, in a tube, in a car, like a go-kart, like, roller
Oh,
coaster, like, those
yeah.
I, for some reason, get really into those. But the summer, I love the water polo.
Oh, then the synchronized swimming, that's a
Yes.
good one. The diving,
Are
I
we just
love
fans of the
diving.
Olympics?
Yeah.
I
Are
think
we
we
just
just
listing
listed
off we're just listing off sports in the Olympics.
literally put anything competitive in front of us and we will
We're
enjoy
like,
it.
"Yeah, that's a good one." Yeah, I yeah, it's a fun time. The Olympics are always fun. The Olympics are so fun, but I'm very excited for the Winter Olympics just because I just love ice skating and curling and what's the other
Also, they're
one?
coming to the US.
That's true, it's gonna be in LA.
That's wild. I think
Well,
there's
that's
something
summertime. That's the summer one.
isn't there something in Philly?
Huh?
I thought there was an Olympic thing in Philly.
I don't think they've ever had the Olympics in Philly before. I could be
Did
wrong,
was that
but I don't
let's
think it's big enough.
oh, yes. Oh, no, World Cup.
Oh. The World
Oh my
Cup's
god,
gonna
all the
be
people
next summer in MetLife.
yeah, yeah, Philadelphia will host 6 matches of the 2026, so MetLife probably got a few. Oh my
Oh,
god,
no, MetLife has the finals.
oh, shit.
Yeah, no. Prepare yourself for next summer, it's gonna get crazy up here. There are
Um,
gonna be so many people.
that's scary. Also, imagine being like a world like citizen, and then you're like, hey, I'm coming to Philadelphia and MetLife Stadium.
Well, that's the funny thing. It's just like all these Europeans are gonna come to fucking East Rutherford, New Jersey, and be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Our giant metal contraption. Like,
No, they're literally gonna walk in and be like, "What is happening right now? Where are we? Are we safe? No, you're not. First of all."
what was the bar that we would go to? Reds?
Yes, Reds, and you had to get on the shuttle bus. Go to Metals.
And sometimes they came to pick you up.
Sometimes, yeah, maybe
Sometimes.
if they feel like it. No, and like, how are they gonna deal with public transportation? Like, how are they gonna deal with the trains that go in?
It just got turned back on.
Yeah, that was there was, like, a huge issue happening over there.
Yeah, no, it was, like, really bad.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I hope they're prepared. The club World Cup is this summer, so I guess they're gonna have almost like a trial run. So instead of, like, the big teams, it's just the club teams.
Okay.
But it's still considered like a World Cup for them. But so I guess and it's in MetLife, so I think they're doing it as like a test run,
Okay.
hopefully, and they figure out everything that's going on there because otherwise, catch me never being in New Jersey next summer.
Sam's gonna come live. Sam and Michael are gonna take the spare bedroom in me and Brian's, and are just gonna be like, "Hey, we're posting up here until the World Cup is over."
Well, literally, like, people are, like, listing their houses for Airbnbs already. Like,
That's
to have
crazy.
like, so that people can come in and basically you're like, "Okay, well, however long they'll be here, a week, 2 weeks," like, people will just book a trip and just
I,
leave the country
I
for a
was gonna say that's brilliant because then
you
what
just
you're
pay for the
making from
trip.
the Airbnb is, God, people are so smart.
No, literally. You know what's so funny too? We were when originally at work, we were looking at, like, Wisconsin and NFL draft stuff if we were gonna travel there or not, and we, like, looked up the freaking map view of Lambeau Field because we were like, "What the hell is around Lambeau Field?" And we, like, pivoted to the side and we saw, like, one house, like, sitting next to the field. We were like, "Wow, what a good Airbnb spot." And I'm, like, 99% sure Kay Adams stayed in that house for the draft.
No way.
And she was just like, "Yeah, we're in an Airbnb, like, we didn't get a hotel, but we're right next to the stadium," and she, like, pans, and it's, like, right there, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's the house I saw on the maps, it's gotta be." It was the same exact location, and there's nothing else in front of you except Lambeau Field.
The first time that I saw a picture from there's, like, a row of houses on one side of it, and Lamb was, like, in the background, I thought that was, like, a graphic designed image, and
Yeah.
then I was reading, and I'm like, it's because I always heard, like, there's nothing around Lambeau except, like, a neighborhood, but I didn't realize that it was literally in the neighborhood, like, I'm taking the dog to Lambeau, like
Yeah, and, like, imagine, like, all you're doing in Green Bay, Wisconsin, most of the time is, like, rooting for sports teams, right? Like, there's not a lot other things going on there, so if you have prime real estate next to the stadium, like, hello? That would be especially if you get, like, season tickets, you never have to pay for parking, you just wake up, head outside, and you're right there, you're at the stadium already, like, that's insane. What a
No,
life to
that's
live.
absurd. I still regret do you remember when I was, like, this close to, like, going by myself to Lambeau to, like, watch Aaron Rodgers?
I must have blacked that out.
It was like
I
I
don't
was on the
remember.
verge of doing it, like, I was this is the year that I cried after the 49ers beat him.
I had a feeling. You were
Yeah,
also a little bit more rambunctious during that era.
I was known to just I went to Florida by myself out
You
of
did, which I
nowhere.
think was a great idea. I think everyone
Thank
should do
you.
that.
It really I thoroughly enjoyed everything about it. It was so therapeutic, incredible, and
Yeah.
granted, I didn't go anywhere. I literally got to my Airbnb, DoorDash food and wine, and did not leave.
Yeah, and as you should. And you were by yourself. You were able to do literally whatever you wanted to.
Yes, I was
I think it's
working
so
down
smart.
there, and
I
then
know.
at night, there was a pool, I had my books.
Yeah, that was literally the smartest thing in the world. But anyway, you were gonna go to Lambeau to go see Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but I didn't. I
But
still regret it a little.
yeah, it would've been cool.
It was, like, winter too. It would've been, like, prime Lambeau, and also, I feel like I would've been very safe there,
Yeah, probably not much going on in terms of
unless I bring up the tush push.
perhaps. Yeah, you can't show up in the wrong color green there, probably, that's
No.
for sure. They probably don't, really appreciate that, or if you're, like, a Bears fan or something.
Oh no, if I was a Bears fan, they would not. I don't think they'd let me in, especially because I was going to. It's not like they were playing the Eagles. Like I was just going to a random game.
Did you see the video? Speaking of Chicago, the Pope went to Chicago and his brother was there and he like hugged his brother. And it was like the most like normal Pope interaction thing I've ever seen in my life. Like he's just a person.
He is.
Dude, I'm obsessed with the Pope. I love the Pope. I love him so much. You don't even know.
You love the Pope.
I do. I went to Catholic school. I can't help it. They'll always have a special place in my heart. Pope Francis was a G. I was there. I was in high school and they chose him because we would just sit and we'd put the YouTube live up on the smart board. And we would just wait for the conclave to happen. We would just wait for the smoke. And when the smoke happened, like my whole school just like erupted. We were like, we're on new Pope. Half of us like don't even really care about like religion per se, but we were like so stoked.
Wait, no, that's really cute. I remember when he came to Philly to speak, and I remember everyone like it was a very, very huge deal. Like things were shut down. And I was like, whoa, we're special.
Yeah. No, yeah, the Pope, he has his Pope mobile, so he can't get shot. Rides around. Like, what more could you ask for? Yeah, the Pope mobile. And and now we have this guy who's just like an American dude who can speak a bunch of languages but was at the White Sox World Series because like somehow got footage of him at the world. Like, hello? Like, this is a movie. We're living in a simulation. We are living in a simulation. Anyways, love the Pope.
No, we literally are. No, he seems very cool. I like everything that I've seen about him so far.
Can you believe that we went through all those topics and we still didn't even hit an hour?
No, I was thinking that, and I was like, that might be the most efficient that we have ever communicated.
So efficient. We were like, bang, 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 next. Bing, bang, 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 next.
And I got all my thoughts out.
I agree. Everything that I wanted to say has been said.
Oh my God. Well, guys, we literally love you. I am going to go make some raviolis now.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
It's a ravioli dinner. Oh, big news. Big news. I paused HelloFresh for 2 weeks, and I think I'm officially abandoning the ship. This was my test to make sure that I'd be decisive enough to pick and plan meals for a week at a time. But I think we're doing pretty good. I made some chicken couscous bowls. We did burgers and mac and cheese last night, and tonight we're doing a little Italian. So we'll see how that continues. I'll keep you updated on my food journey.
You're doing a great job. I think everyone needs to go through the HelloFresh phase. It like gets you into it.
Yeah, it taught me so much, but like I'm at the point I'm not even making the meals anymore. I'm just using the meat and like the inspiration.
Yes.
But like I will get HelloFresh meals and then buy extra ingredients to cook. And Brian's like, we do not need the HelloFresh anymore. Like you've advanced, you've graduated.
You're defeating the purpose of HelloFresh now, where you are buying more things.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're done. RIP. If you guys like this episode, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to us here at the channel. So come football time, we have no problem hitting our benchmark and doing a live show for you to listen to NFC East Hard Knocks. If you don't already, make sure to follow us on all of our socials. You can find us on TikTok and Instagram at the Unsolicited_podcast. You can find us on Twitter at Sam and Jordyn. And of course, we are also available wherever you get your audio podcast. Sam, are you okay?
Yeah, I thought I had a bug on me.
Oh no, I'm glad you don't.
Okay, you need to leave.
Bye, guys.